Hey guys, another episode of Just Casual Vlogs. I actually filmed the same day as the previous one. It is right now still Monday, April 10th. I had to check my phone, looked at a stoplight. But I wanted to talk about being fancy. So, I'm trying this new thing. Basically, like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of Gary Vee and the stuff that he basically preaches about entrepreneurship and things like that. And I decided I'm gonna try doing a daily vlog, trying at least five a week. I don't know when they'll be uploaded, but hopefully I'll upload them daily. I'm gonna work on it. Really, I'm gonna work on it. Maybe they're gonna be like on a 2 day delay, or like one day delay, maybe same day. Not exactly sure, but this is basically with this last daily vlog that I watched in I think it's number 202 or 203. Gotta remember that in my head. But he has this guy on, and he's a music artist, and he's trying to put out one song every month. And finally, they made a hit. And Gary and him were talking about how there was one song that became really popular that they almost didn't release. And he was saying that how many of those happened. Like six of Prince's songs would have been big hits if he released them, or Michael Jackson would have had these 6 top of the chart songs, but they were never released. And of course, there's no backing behind that, but it's the idea that people are holding back their thing, holding back content. Well, Gary really believes that you can't really oversaturate content. You can't put too much content on. So I was thinking about that, and not really sure if I agree or disagree, but I also don't think I'm the typical consumer. I think I'm wired a little differently. Not saying that I'm not susceptible to a lot of the advertising and marketing strategies and stuff like that, but I'm a little different. I think differently when it comes to stuff, and like I'm very loyal to brands and things like that. I don't think that makes me an ideal consumer. So what I think is correct or incorrect, I think I can be very wrong about how the general public goes. So basically, I'm going to try to put out as much content as I can. I'm using the time when I drive between work, and I will end up, which is dead time, but at the same time, it will be time added to my daily day, to my day, uploading and writing YouTube descriptions, stuff like that. But we're going to see how it goes. I've decided this because Gary talks about, like, don't be fancy. Like, you don't need to be fancy. You just need to put stuff out, and as long as it's good content, bam. You don't need the frills and bells and whistles, which is, again, counterintuitive to what I believe, because I like adding production value to things. I like how Gimlet Media does things where they spend tons of money and resources to make a really well-crafted podcast and the story and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do with Weldon stuff. Lola, a little bit, but not really. Not really emphasized. Oh, a little bit. All the polishing that I do, I think it makes us have better content, or it's like preparation work and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to try to do that with this. I'm going to go against what my gut feelings are, and I've decided that whenever I have that, should I do this or should I not, when I'm on the fence, and especially when it's like kind of dwelling a little bit, it's not like, should I do this? Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not. And the next day it's like, oh, nope, never mind, I don't feel like doing it, and I have some good reasons. But if it's like, maybe I should do this, and then it kind of keeps dwelling and dwelling until it like starts bothering me, I'm just gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna fail a lot of things, like this daily vlog. Maybe this ends up turning into just like a 3 times a week thing, and maybe that's consistent. But I'm gonna try, see how this goes. Again, this might end up being like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, and then it never happens again. But I'm gonna try and see how that goes, because people are smarter than me, and if I just monkey see, monkey do kind of thing, it will carry me to some distance, right? So I'm gonna try to create. And another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to ride the coattails off of Gary Vee. I'm hoping that one time when you search on YouTube Gary Vee blah blah blah, like patience is a big thing that he talks about. Like, my vlog will come up, and I'm also gonna ride the coattails because people are searching Gary Vee, people are searching keywords. Maybe I might put in like response to Daily V as a title of this Just Casual vlog or something like that. Maybe I have to retitle Just Casual vlogs. Maybe I have to make a completely separate thing where I'm vlogging once a day for responding to Daily V's content, because I always think there's like a good thesis statement about the vlog that I can take, or like what I think about it and how that would guide my podcasting journey or my career shift journey and these kind of things. So that's how I'm going to use the content from the daily vlog, Daily V, to give me my daily vlog. So Daily V, like the Just Casual response to Daily V 207 or something like that. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll give me some more viewers. I feel like people that end up watching this actually like it. So my subscriber count / view count are pretty comparable. So that's, if there's 5 people watching and there's 5 people engaging, like, holy crap, that is 100% engagement. That is amazing. I would love that rather than having 30 views with like 2 people commenting. I'll be totally fine with it. That's really, really cool. So that is my purpose with this Daily V. Or, oh my gosh, I gotta get this like straight. So yeah, I might have a Just Casual vlog that's like twice a week or something, where I talk about my own topics that's spurred by like what I feel like. Maybe I'll add this on to the Just Casual daily vlog or something in response to the Daily V. We'll see how it goes. I think the Daily V will give me plenty of content to talk about. It doesn't mean I have to. Maybe I'll just do like a daily response to something that I saw or digested, so then I could ride the coattails off of other things. Because I remember YouTube, when it first came out, you could do video responses, which were pretty cool. I don't know what happened to that, why they got rid of that. Oh shoot, I was supposed to be in the left lane. I'm distracted. I'm super excited. I'm just gonna go straight. Maybe. We'll see. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. We'll see how it goes. Sorry about that. I had to think a little bit, put a little more mind into driving right there. Oh, okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the content. So, he talks about being fancy. I like to be fancy, and it keeps me from doing things. So I feel like if I have an idea, I should, and like I said, if I dwell on it a little bit, I should just execute on it. Another thing that I was thinking about is, I've been dwelling on this idea for a while. I want to make a new podcast. There's 2 podcasts I want to try to make before the summer, and I'm like, oh, am I spreading myself too thin? I'll crash and burn and we'll see how it goes, right? And then I'll back off to like what my roots are. But I think I could do like a monthly or bi-weekly podcast about esports, and specifically League of Legends. That would be my esports. No, I take that back. League of Legends niche. So that could be in esports. That could be in League of Legends content creation. That could be whatever, predicated around the idea, or I keep using that word incorrectly, surrounding the idea of League of Legends and success. So I feel like I can bring on like successful cosplayers that I really know, like Jessica Nagiri, or I could bring on like Sunny and the Yordles or something like that, or I could bring on an LCS player, or I could bring on a coach or an analyst, or like the best social media content creator for like a team, or someone revolving around League that has been successful. And then we just talk about like, how did you become successful? Like, what is it that got you to where you are? Because everyone thinks that, oh, they got lucky, oh, they did it, like they were overnight success. And a lot of these people aren't. A lot of these people have some untold story behind them that only like 200 people know about, that were like the fans from the beginning. And while there are 2 million other people that are watching their content, have no idea the years that they put into, like, they're a famous streamer, but they were streaming like RuneScape back in the day with like no one, and they were streaming, I don't know what else was old, like StarCraft 1, and like they didn't have any success. Finally League of Legends came around, they were one of the first people to jump on it. They were like the one trick like Mordekaiser main from season 2 that was like the first person to play jungle and did well, and they suddenly got a whole bunch of views, and they're like, whoa, he has really good content too, and that's where the fans stick around, that's where the engagement sticks around, and that's where all the hard work comes from. So I want to make a League of Legends like success, like the League of Legends success story podcast or something like that. And I've been sitting on it for a while because I just like I need to plan more, I need to do more, and I need to prep more, I need to find time. But you know what? I could do that once a month. I can do that. I can find time and make it happen. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to produce a ton. And because of that, I can make it work. Just put it out there. Just create. Don't be fancy. Or even document. Don't create. Don't be fancy. Just put it out there. Put the content out there. And who knows? What happens is that 10 months down the road, after I release it, it could boom. Suddenly, for some reason, it gets like put into a Reddit comment, or it goes. Someone retweets it, like a pro. He's like, "Oh, that's so funny!" Like he interviewed this guy who is now like a world champion. Like if I interviewed like Golden Glue, right? And suddenly he came back from Korea and he was huge, and then suddenly someone's like, "Oh, check out this podcast about Golden Glue," because people started searching him more. Bam, done. That's huge. All right. This is the first episode, the 17th. Or by the way, I've been poorly keeping track of the numbers of vlogs I've been posting. Keep saying the wrong numbers. So this is either the first episode or the X episode of Just Casual Vlogs, or I don't know. I don't know what I call it. Doesn't matter. Just gotta create. Just gotta document. Like, comment, subscribe. Help me get to 25. See you guys.